I want to get a little bit closer to your mic.
What? Hello?
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to The Mint. Oh, shit. Okay, everyone, welcome back to The Mint, the only podcast where we finally upgraded. We are literally in the back of a studio.
I know, we actually have a somewhat decent setup at this
Yeah,
point.
we have a really good setup. It's way better than the last one. Because we were basically on a mic, on a snowball.
Yeah, that was literally all we had.
And now we have what is this? We have a multi-port computer that can play music and power supply console.
I don't think we can play music still, though.
We can play music, but I don't think we're going to because it would just be a waste of time for me.
Can you turn up my volume at any point? Because I feel like... Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, are you good?
Yeah, yours is a little high.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to turn mine down a little bit. Is that good?
I'd say that's good.
Okay, that's good. Emma, are you good?
Oh, I didn't know
Oh, wait,
if I was allowed to talk.
no, wait. Hold on, no, not yet. Okay.
Wait, I feel like I'm low. Am I too low?
Hold on, wait. Check again.
I feel like, well,
Hello?
knowing you,
Hello?
you'll get loud
Hello?
at some point.
I'm loud. We're both loud.
Okay,
No,
good.
We're loud kids.
Can you guys hear me like enough?
Yeah, I can
I'd
hear
say
you.
so.
Okay.
Okay.
The Mint Podcast, the only podcast that talks to you about their audio issues
That's right.
as we record.
Okay. Yeah, we're set. Okay. So our first guest, not our first guest, our first actual TikTok star that is like that.
Whoa,
that
are you
carries-
shitting me?
Yeah. Hold on.
Are
wait.
you
No, wait,
fucking
wait,
with
wait.
me right now?
No,
You
no,
actually-
Yo, chill. Let me finish. She's one of the high school, one of BHS's most hyped people in the school.
No.
And yes, you are. She
You
could-
think?
I would say so.
I would say so too.
Oh, really?
She carries some of the most clout tokens in the school, and she just thought it'd be a great idea to come by.
Yeah.
And it's Emma Arroyo. Emma Arroyo, how you doing today?
Good. How are you? I'm nervous.
Yeah,
why are
you-
you clapping for me?
Why are we? Oh, that's Matt. That's Matt clapping.
You clapped too, you dickhead.
You did clap. I saw
I
you
did clap, but Matt started clapping. Okay, Matt just turned himself
Yeah.
up like 3 times.
Oh,
Here, adjust your mic.
like, look at this fucking
Put
thing.
it
It's like
towards
flopping.
yourself.
Here, I could.
You're floppy.
I am floppy.
There you go. How's that?
Floppy.
Okay. So when I first started this podcast, I started it for the intention of helping me with cope with my social skills.
Yeah.
Okay, and I feel cope. Yes.
Why? What are you coping with?
Nothing. Just like my socials. Just working on my social skills.
So to improve.
Yes, cope with them. Anyways, so I feel like this sort of works both ways. As this helps me with my social skills, it helps Matt sort of control himself maybe, and it would help someone like you, Emma. I think we talked about this.
Yes, we did.
talked.
We had a long talk.
We had a long talk with you, me, and then 2 other people.
Yeah.
And you sort of talked about your image in school, right? And
Yeah.
how people perceive you.
Yeah.
Can you tell me about that?
Well, I think if people find me on Instagram and then they see me in school, like the freshmen coming in, they realize like I don't try that hard, but personality-wise, I think I don't know. I'm very out there and bold, and people probably think I'm just like obnoxious, but I just like to have fun. I don't really care what people think, but I don't really know.
Really? Because your image in school is sort of like, I think you're there. You're with the popular kids, right?
Oh, I don't like that word. I told you I don't like that word.
I know you don't like that word, but okay, Matt, how would you see Emma?
Well, the thing is, for me, is I can't talk. I feel like social cliques are kind of in the past, because I'm a fucking nerd. I'm a
You're
big
not-
fucking
you're
nerd,
not
but
a
I go to the
nerd.
same parties that you do.
Yeah, me and Matt, like, yeah.
I end up at all the same parties and in all the same circles as her.
Mm-hmm.
The difference is being like, I'm also a fucking nerd on the robotics team, and I don't play any sports.
Yeah, but that's what I think is cool. Like, if you think about the past, like in movies, coming to high school or even middle school, you think like cheerleading's cool, football's cool. Football is still cool, but like it's more about who you're genuinely friends with and who you stick with, not about like what sport you do or what club you're in.
I got some shit about that.
All right,
What's
go.
it?
Oh my fucking god! Today,
What's the
okay.
tea?
So
Spill the tea.
we were talking about fucking senior prank ideas at our lunchroom table today, and we came up with a few. I went to go tell another table, that was near the door.
Yeah.
And I was telling them that we should get watermelons and cover them in baby oil and throw them into the toilet so that way they can't get them out because they're all slippery. And
Oh my God.
just kind of fucking with them. And when you try to take them, if you get one out, you're going to slip and it's going to drop and it's going to get everywhere.
Like...
Just throw them everywhere around the entirety of the school. Not even in the toilets. Just like, so like when somebody tries to pick up it just slips out of their hands and goes down the hall.
But then the janitors have to do
I know,
that.
You'd be giving John a lot of work.
My dad's a custodian at McGee. His name is also John.
I know, but no, that's not the point. We decided that we wouldn't do that because it's mean to John and the janitors. Because we all love the janitors.
Yeah.
But But the reason I brought this up is because a teacher was sitting right near me. And I looked at her and I'm like, I should probably not be saying this while I'm literally 5 feet away from you. And she's like, oh, the shit we did back when I was here.
We wouldn't be allowed to do that.
Way worse. And I'm like, what do you mean? And she's like, you ever hear about little buddies? And we're like, what the fuck?
What's that?
I'm like, what the fuck is little buddies? She's like, this is like 21 years ago, but I don't know when it stopped. And I'm like, what the fuck is little buddies? So a senior would have a freshman,
oh God,
like they'd be buddies with each other, right? And what they would fucking do is they would be one night and it would be called BHS initiation, where they fucking brought them into a farmland. I don't know where. It was somewhere in fucking Berlin. But the seniors would go pick up the freshmen, bring them to like these farm areas, and they would just be fucking amazing dickbags to these kids. They had to, but like it was starting to slow down when she was getting out of school because she didn't want to go into the specifics of it because apparently it was like really fucking bad. Like apparently like they used to like make them fucking run around naked and shit like that, or like fucking go roll in the dirt or mud. Please do not. This is not.
It's ASMR.
It is not ASMR.
This is a fucking podcast. But like apparently it was getting really bad when it was her senior year because kids were going too far and pouring bleach on kids and it was starting to get into their fucking eyes and one kid went blind in one eye or like had some fucked up thing on the side of his eye.
No.
And that's when it started to slow down. It's fucked. I'm amazed like that was a fucking thing here because it's nothing like that.
The fact that the way like times changes.
The fact that you want like I'm pretty sure if you tried to fucking do anything to a freshman now, you'd fucking get obliterated. You'd probably go to jail for a bit.
You would go to jail.
Think about like I don't know like if I'm supposed to say names, but think about how that.
Okay, so we have a thing on here.
Yeah,
what?
we can't.
We make up names for people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but you can cut this out, right?
Oh yeah, we'll edit it out.
We can edit it out.
Okay,
but so usually we don't want to give you a lot of work.
We're gonna call this kid
Bartholomew.
We'll call him Bartholomew.
Okay.
Okay, so think about Bartholomew, and then there was a freshman named Orange. And Orange hit Bartholomew's glasses, so Bartholomew got really mad, and then Bartholomew got in trouble even though Orange hit his glasses because he was like slammed him in the locker.
The issue with this shit now is that everything is connected and like 21 years ago, you fucking tell your parents that. They're like, oh, what the fuck? But, like, they knew, like, that was the thing. But now that it's public, you can't fucking do that shit because it lasts forever. Like,
it's on the internet, baby.
Like,
that's how it rolls.
Like, some freshman decides to fucking post that, Matt Judra's fucking just poured bleach in my fucking face.
What the fuck, Matt?
Yeah, exactly. That's on my fucking, that's online forever.
I don't think that'd be his first thing. I think he'd probably go to the hospital instead of, like...
Well, I mean, like, what I'm saying is they would probably post something about it.
Yeah, eventually he'd be like, I'm in the hospital.
Then my fucking colleges or some shit like that would find it and be like,
people are stupid, though, because people will do things that, like, could be private and then choose to, in school, go around and show videos. Like, say there was a fight. Someone's going to go around, show the video, and there's a teacher right there who you know is not a cool teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Well, privacy's not real anymore. That's really what
But there's situations where it could be, even though, like, it could be word of mouth. Like, why do people feel the need to brag about things that they know would get them in trouble in school? Why is it so hard?
Because kids like to, I don't know for girls, like, what the whole thing is for you guys, but for guys, it's whoever has the biggest dick. Like that. That
Okay.
Is it?
It's the
Is this-
same.
okay,
it's
yeah.
the same argument.
I don't hear about people's dicks though.
No. That's because guys don't say it in front of girls. But that's besides the point.
Yeah.
It's the same concept.
There's no way
Every
this
single
is real.
guy is
That's
always
locker room talk.
It's 100. It's 100% real.
Yeah.
I'm not fucking with
You
you.
guys like compare dicks? Like,
No,
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 that's
no,
not-
no, no,
no,
no, no. That would be gay. And you need to have.
Okay,
you would
gay-
need triple
okay,
protection.
while I'm
We
on
only
here-
have 2 forms of
While
protection.
I'm on here, I refuse to be associated with gay as a derogatory term. Sorry.
It's not derogatory.
If you're using it as gay,
How is it derogatory? I'm just saying that, like,
Because
looking at
gay-
looking at other dudes' dicks is gay. You can't tell me it's
homosexual seeming.
it's part of the fucking acronym.
Okay, but like, what about like athletes? You know how professional athletes, they'll be all naked in the locker room.
Not
and
gonna,
stuff.
not gonna lie, it's kind of gay.
Not gonna lie, that's kind of gay. And there's nothing wrong with being gay.
Yeah, there's
there's
nothing wrong with
nothing
that.
wrong with being
I'm
gay.
clarifying,
But
because I don't want anyone to get offended.
it's called LGBT.
Q plus.
Q plus.
I,
However, I don't love that, but that's besides the point.
The Q and the plus.
The Q I'm fine with. The plus I was
Wait,
like,
what's the Q?
I think it's because some people don't like labels, so they want to identify that they're not straight. But they just want to be able to be like pansexual or something.
I'm okay
That's
with
right.
everything up until I'm
T.
okay with up
The T.
until T. We've talked about this
We talked
before.
about T.
I'm okay with everything up until T, because T is where things start getting wishy-washy. And I have facts to back this up. If you're gay, you're gay. If you're lesbian, you're lesbian. You're bi, you're bi.
That's good.
100% fine. That is who you love, and who you love is who you love. You can't
That's right.
change love. That I'm perfectly okay with.
Yeah.
If you're trans, there's one case where I'm okay with it, and it's when there's a complication during birth where there's other shit going on, and they have to decide
Something's
whether-
not
Okay.
symped off right.
But
I see what you're saying.
but there's shit where it starts to piss me off. So like I guarantee you have to have seen some of this shit on Twitter where it's like, man who identifies as girl breaks the woman's lifting
sports record, yeah.
like
Ooh,
sports
wait,
records.
I have actually something important to say about this. So I know someone, there's a person from Cromwell, and she, transgender female, is on the female track team, and people like get upset about it. This is my thing, like, in high school, there's not many rules that apply. In college, you have to be, I believe, a year on hormones. So that balances out, like, if you had a lot of testosterone and you transition to a female, you have to have, like, you get a T blocker.
Yeah, but your muscle mass doesn't fucking go away.
It can. It's harder to maintain in a way.
It's
And
harder
I
to
understand
maintain, but,
this
like-
is the one thing. I'm all for anyone being what they want, but that's an important debate because it's really hard. It's hard, and then people say, like, people would be like, well, they should get their own thing, but then that's isolated. So it's like a really difficult situation. But my thing is, though, whether you understand it or not, you never know. Like, imagine what points you have to get to say, like, I'm going to completely change my life because I'm not, for whatever reason, I don't understand, so I don't want to, like, sound ignorant, but, like, I'm not happy with who I am and I want to identify as something else.
No.
or I don't feel.
So, like,
I don't.
No,
I feel one way.
my policy on that is literally.
I just said
if
be
you're
nice
not
to
if you're not
people.
if you're not hurt, my whole policy is if you're not hurting anyone, go do whatever you want.
Exactly. So, like, but the thing is, people who make fun of people or purposely will call them, like, what they were before. If it's an accident, then, like, all they have to do is politely
Yeah.
correct
Well, no,
them, but
my point here is
I just try to be nice to everyone.
My point
like,
here
about
is
whatever.
well, yeah, but here's the thing. My point here is, like I said, my whole philosophy on it is, if you're not hurting anyone, do whatever you want. It's not my life; it's yours, and I'm not going to tell you how
So,
to
like,
live
the
it.
sports thing?
However, the sports thing actually hurts people because imagine this: you have been training your entire life because you love fitness. You've
You've trained.
Track's
You've
a good
done all the
example because it
marathons.
really
You've trained-
applies in Connecticut.
You've trained for years. I don't care about Connecticut. I'm saying worldwide.
No, but I'm saying, like, if you're applying it to, like, something that people know about here.
Let me finish.
Okay.
I'm talking worldwide here. You have been training your entire life, and some dude who decide not even because the whole hormone thing in Connecticut, like, I think that's somewhat of a decent, like, way to combat this, but.
Yeah.
In
People are
in
getting
most
closer.
areas, like, people who decide to be gender fluid (quotation marks because you can't see)
That's hard.
that's what really kills me, because you could have a man who's, and no one can deny this because it's
They.
just 100% like medically true, men have an easier time building muscle mass because we have naturally more testosterone.
If they were biologically born as a male.
If they were biologically born as a dude and decide to be gender fluid and then decide to go and do these lifting competitions, they could be a bodybuilder who can naturally be better than almost any other female if they've worked the same amount.
So you're saying for like gender fluid, like
it's unfair. That's what I'm saying.
Do you know what like non-binary is?
I don't know what that is.
It's when you
you're
identify
neither.
as you're neither, and that's not. And people are saying like, oh, there's both, and then there's neither. But basically, non-binary is like kind of like an umbrella term for people who just don't identify with either specifically.
And that's where my issue is, because it's too vague. If you pick a side, you pick a side, and if you're not hurting anyone, you're not hurting anyone, and I don't care at that point. But it's getting to a point where it is. Where
but
it's
I think there's
unfair.
no rules to like psychology and like the way the brain works and the way humans are. Like there's no rule to it. You know,
I mean,
they don't have to.
There is a rule to it. Psychology, yeah. I get
psychologically, biologically wise.
If you're gender fluid and you have to go to the hospital and they're like, are you a male or female? I think, you know, even though it might like hurt the person a little bit to admit, I think it might be helpful to say you're biological.
Because there's some shit where you'll fucking die if you don't fucking do that. It's like, if you say, oh, I'm a fucking girl, and it turns out you have fucking prostate cancer, like if you...
Well, but doctors have medical records, so if you get the different bits and pieces, you know?
But like, let's say you don't know that you have cancer, and it's not your doctor, and let's say you haven't noticed it at all.
So you're saying like someone
there's a life-threatening condition where it's like if you don't do something, like if you don't get this medication or something, you're going to die in the next 5 hours, and you just say, and then your friends who all are like, she's female. And then it turns out that she decided to switch over, and now that fucking person's dead because they didn't
Wait, so are you saying like this is someone who identifies as a female born as a male? Like that?
I guess.
Either way?
Like,
I think
the fact that we're both confused on what we're talking about right now is a whole issue.
Well, the terms I like to use...
You guys been going at this for like 4 or 5 minutes now.
The terms
I like... want to change the topic? Yeah. Because we already talked about this.
I just want to say,
we have talked about this.
Emma, just make your case and we'll move on.
I'll let you have the final word.
All I'm going to say is the easier way to describe it is, you know, they, he, her, and someone who was born a guy... No, it's just out of respect. If it makes someone's life a little bit less crappy, then I'm gonna say it. Because if someone's like the amount of the suicide rate in the LGBT community is already so high, so why would I want to be the person to push someone's buttons?
They do have you can't deny it. There is a mental disorder at some point there.
Yeah.
Gay people and lesbian people?
No.
It's chemical imbalance.
But
is it?
like I wouldn't call it a disorder.
Really?
I would just say it's how you're born.
It's literally
actually
Hey, Matt. Shut up. Shut up. Just let her have the final word. I don't really care.
The DSM-5 actually got rid of homosexuality out of. Do you know what that is?
Okay.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
The only thing that addresses transgender is gender dysphoria, and I talked to Mr. Rush, to quote him on it, and it's not the idea that you're transgender. Gender dysphoria is being confused, so you don't know where you stand.
Yeah, okay.
So if I was like, I don't fucking know.
Yeah, that's fine, but that actually brings up a whole other thing.
Oh god,
which has nothing.
You have the most two talkative people in the school right here.
Yeah,
we literally had to take a picture
I couldn't
together.
put in a word for like 5 minutes because I was so lost.
I'll back off. My only last thing I'm gonna say is be nice.
You just had the final.
No, let me.
You're still gonna be here for the next 30 minutes.
Okay. You know what? No.
Be nice to people.
Yeah, just
be
Matt,
nice to people.
If you come across someone that's gender fluid, just say hello. Say hello, goodbye, bonsoir, and just go home.
We're getting out of this topic.
Yeah.
You don't have to be in love with them. You could just be not me.
We're done. Wait, this is bringing up another thing though.
Oh my god.
So whatever that thing, they recently declared video game addiction a thing.
Yeah, I know.
Like a few months ago, and we haven't really talked about it.
Okay, I think that's totally valid. But it's not.
That's bullshit.
No. But it's not a thing to like the point where like say what do you play a lot?
Anything.
Okay, so you play a lot, but is it like ruining your life? Do you not come to school to stay home and play video games?
There have been days where I literally decided. Here's the fucking thing. There have been days where I've literally decided do I want to do my homework or do I want to keep playing? And I will most of the time choose to keep playing.
Yeah, but that's not a disorder. I think it's a disorder at the
That's
point
an
where,
addiction.
like I think.
Where's the line of addiction? Like, that's the question, really.
Do you want?
I don't
have my AP Psych book, or else I'd tell you.
I don't need it. I don't need it. I want your definition.
My definition of addiction is.
And then I want John's.
I think addiction has to become a need, and to the point where if someone even tries to stop, like, have the willpower to try to stop it, they can't. That's what's addictive. So you'd be addicted, like people say, like, you know, My Strange Addictions. Like,
Yeah,
that's
a weird show.
They don't put like
It's a weird universe.
They don't put like eating nail polish in like the DSM-5, but that's like an addiction. That's a problem because they can't stop.
They can't stop hitting nail polish.
Or like
I can't stop myself from ingesting nail polish.
Or the Febreze one.
Yo, Matt, can you pass me some nail polish really quickly?
Yeah,
bro, I need a fix. Thanks, bro.
The Febreze one where she's like, fresh linen's my favorite. She was like spraying fresh linen Febreze in her mouth, and she was like,
That's
"This
toxic.
is my favorite."
Yeah,
That'll
that's not even good for
kill
you. Yeah, when it's when it's
Fresh linen is fire though. Like,
what?
Fresh linen does smell pretty fucking.
It does smell really
It's
good,
the best one.
It smells nice, but I guarantee you it tastes like absolute
Oh
AIDS.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It tastes like you're literally like fucking.
Okay, have you ever tasted deodorant? Like
Yes.
on
What
accident?
the fuck?
No.
Yes, when I was really little.
Okay, no, not like that. So once I put deodorant on, but it was crumbly, so I wiped it with my hand, and I washed my hands after.
and you went to go get something in your fucking mouth?
Yeah, but I have these nails, so there was some like stuck under that when I washed my hands it didn't get, and it's the most disgusting thing I've ever had in my life.
When I was young, I used to eat
not
chapstick.
had, but like
You know what?
when you were,
no, you know
when
what?
you were young, you had
Matt,
a
you know
lot
what?
of
I used to do the
problems.
same thing.
Yeah,
I used to do the same thing.
The cherry chapstick.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I
It used to
used to-
taste so fucking
Dude,
good.
it was so
No,
good.
I would just lick it
bro.
off my lips, like, and I used to
No, 'cause
I used to lick Play-Doh, salty.
I fucking Play-Doh.
Play-Doh
was salty. I
yeah.
can fucking tell you
Yep.
right now, it's fucking salty.
It was really salty.
Everyone tasted Play-Doh. Nobody. Let me make this clear. I never ingested or swallowed Play-Doh,
But you just,
but I will fucking tell you right here and right now. I have tasted Play-Doh, and it is salty as shit.
It is.
But no, the thing is, I hate the feeling of chapstick on my lips, so I would never.
I used to hate lotion, so my hands would
Oh,
be
I to this day still hate lotion. I don't know why.
No, I have to put the tiniest bit. It's so slimy and gross. He just wove.
You just waved at a camera. I don't think it even works.
Did I
I'm pretty
say
sure they
wove?
don't even have it in here.
He just waved. I said wove. He
What?
just wove.
He just woved at
It's
it.
waved.
He woved.
Oh.
Oh.
Past tense of you. Go.
Past tense of you.
Yeet.
Oh, yeet. Yeeted. Yote.
Yeeted. Wait,
Yeeted.
yoded.
Yeet
He
or yote.
yoded.
He yeeted or yote.
Well, no, you got it. You have to choose.
I think it's yeeted.
I'm gonna yeet. Okay, so
You get one. No.
wait, so-
You get no.
No,
You get
I'm
one
telling
answer.
you how I use it. I always say I'm gonna yeet myself off a bridge. So if I said I
Hey.
yeeted,
Whoa.
I would say
Hey.
I would say I yeeted myself off a bridge. Yeeted it.
I
'Cause
have-
it's
Yeah.
more aggressive. You can like.
Why? How do
yeet
you say it,
something.
bro?
I would say yeeted. I
Yeeted.
hate the people who say yo because
That's
where
not-
the
that
hell
sounds
does the
weird.
O come from?
I think-
who says that?
Memes.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I think it's probably based off of like some random word that has like sounds like.
Well, because
yeet.
yeet is not a real word. People made that shit up.
Yeah.
It should be in the dictionary.
I think.
I mean, selfie got inducted. It'll eventually be there.
Yeah. I think it should be in there.
Yeet. Hold on.
Yeet.
I'm gonna go away from the mic for this. Yeet.
Oh my god, you were so loud. You were so loud on that one,
Oh god.
dude. Okay, Can we move on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we can move on.
I'd say we're good.
Emma, a few days ago, I was in Spanish, and you were tapping your foot, and you left, and I'm not
That's
asking
not
why.
a few days. You can
Why
ask why.
are
You
you
can
in
ask.
Why are you in Spanish?
Why am I in Spanish?
Because it's the easiest thing for him. He literally
Yeah.
speaks fluent Spanish. Anyways,
I understand. that.
Bienvenidos todos de vuelta al Mint, el único podcast donde yo puedo hablar español y nadie me entiende aquí, menos Emma un poquito, porque su papá es de...
Matty J
Sí.
tiene un bicho pequeño.
Jaja,
Sí.
pene pequeño.
Emilia, como mi carne.
What? What?
Eat my meat.
Chupa mi culo.
Okay,
Chupo mi
yeah.
culo.
Okay,
They go-
anyway, wait,
Sí.
Yeah.
see, we're gonna get so off track.
Yeah, man. So, like, how does Spanish make you feel, dude?
Oh,
or like, how are you
talking
feeling? Because
about
yeah,
are you-
because I noticed you were tapping your foot a lot, And
Oh,
it was like
fast.
harder than normal. It was
It was,
really
like,
hard. She was like really,
rapid.
Emma
Look
was
at-
tapping her foot
I
really
want you to look
hard.
at my foot right now.
I tap my foot too. Me and Emma have. I don't know.
How bad is it? Do you want to
I
leave
have
right now?
ADHD.
No.
Do you?
I don't. That doesn't always mean I want to leave. So
Okay.
I forget. Do you have ADHD?
Oh, actually, that's so I don't have it, but the symptoms of my anxiety cause so many similar symptoms to ADHD that I started taking medication for it, and it helps a lot.
Is that Emma? Is that something you want people to know, that you're not like, that you're not perfect, that you deal with things yourself as you deal with your anxiety?
Yeah.
I feel
I
that
have really bad
would be something that
anxiety.
works here.
So I know he said he wouldn't ask what happened, but basically, I was having a really hard time with something. That's some whole other tea for a different day, and then he just set me off like as he normally does. I'm not saying he's a bad person, but when like I'm in the middle of
What?
Wait, what?
What is Matt?
What's wrong?
No, never mind. You're good. Sorry.
Matt,
What's
are
wrong?
you okay?
No, my thing is. Go ahead.
Are
Okay.
you okay, Matt?
Yeah, I'm 100%
Anyways, so
fine.
I don't know if you heard me. The second I got in the hall, I started hyperventilating.
I couldn't hear anything. I was like, okay, yeah.
I left because like I was like having a panic attack. And,
Oh.
like, that happens.
Emma.
I used to take but Spanish is just like I'm anxious about it like now. Like I'm not gonna like have an anxiety attack now, but
What?
Nothing. Nothing.
do you want me to look away? Is this a secret?
Oh no! Take off your headset and hear me talk. It's trippy, right?
Oh, I don't
Yeah.
like it. I don't like it.
Okay, I don't like it whatsoever either.
We've had headsets on this entire time. and
When
I
we
decided
all
to
take
take
them off when
Whoa.
we're done, it's gonna be
Yeah,
like a whole.
it sounds
Whoa, what
so
the
weird because
fuck?
right now we're all in each other's ears,
whole yeah.
and then you
That's so weird.
You peel it away. They're looking at me like, "What the fuck are you freaking out about?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
This is fucking crazy."
Yeah.
Okay, Emma, so you were hyperventilating, and what happened?
Yeah, and I cry and like
Oh, Emma.
anxiety and like people know me like know that crap happens. But I remember sophomore year I had one and like basically the same thing happened. Like I yeeted myself out the room, you know, or yoked, and
Yeeted.
it's yeeted.
Yeeted.
It's so yeeted. I cannot say that in a sentence. So I yeeted myself out the room, and then someone who remained nameless, was like, and I'm still friends with them, but they said something kind of ignorant. They were like, "Wow, she really went downhill," and I was
Oof.
like,
Oof, that's fucked
Oof,
up.
that's-
and I was like, that's
really
really
mean.
ignorant because like I'm
Yeah.
not downhill. You're the one who like literally depends on fucking drugs to survive.
Hey, okay. Oh, ooh.
That's
Wow.
that's the
Ugh.
tea.
I'm glad you
Aquí
remain
está
nameless.
pinche chisme.
Damn.
What?
I'm glad you remain nameless. Okay.
I'm glad
Oh, it's not
I'm
a
gl-
girl. It's not a girl.
Oh, no, you.
Oh.
Not the person. Not the person.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know who you're talking about, really.
okay, good. But yeah, I didn't like. But that's my thing is like, people are kind of ignorant. And I mean, I did a speech on it, speech class, and I brought up that one point just because like, people probably think I'm like, I can't say that word, like just a little special, you know? And like, it sucks because it's just something I gotta deal with. I gotta push through.
When did you first experience those symptoms? Because I don't think we went over like your anxiety and how that works. When did you start experiencing anxiety?
Wait, what brings me?
When did you start experiencing like really bad anxiety?
When I did cheerleading, when I would have to do.
How's cheerleading like? Do you still do that?
I don't do that.
You stopped? Why? Why just?
I
Okay.
started when I was eight or nine. 8 turning 9. There you go. And basically the tumbling aspect is, you know, the flipping part. If you want to put it in simple terms.
I heard cheerleading is like one of the most dangerous. Like it's a dangerous sport.
It's really hard. I have to say that. So like, I mean, standing on the sidelines isn't that hard, but competitively it's very hard. And what's the team at?
Matt's looking at his phone.
I'm looking at my phone.
Oh, why you keep putting your face up?
Yeah, you're like.
He's like raising his nose up to the mic.
Oh, stop. I
don't
can
like
hear.
that.
I can hear that like they.
Okay,
can.
yeah. So Emma, you did tumbling or something?
Yeah, and
Okay,
I just like randomly developed this fear, and it was like it's called a mental block. Basically, like
Whoa.
when you're physically capable of doing like the skill and you can't execute it. Like when you run up to do it, you just stop and your body like stops.
Whoa, yeah, I have that. I had that with the ripstick. I couldn't. Yeah, I skate
Like the
What?
like a
with the
What the
ripstick.
hell
Yeah,
are
I
you
couldn't.
talking about?
So when you get on a ripstick, you need to like you need to step on it and then you need to
Go.
move with your foot forward. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I couldn't do that.
Put one foot in front.
I couldn't do that. But keep going, Emma.
Yeah, so
Is that so? You just
it would suck. And like any of my girls who ever did
What's
cheerleading-
tumbling? I don't know what
Tumbling
that is.
like I said, in simple terms, it's the flipping part.
Just one flip, or like is it
like
multiple?
all
Nah,
anything, in any situation where you're flipping and not like doing stunts, like you're like on
Just-
the floor.
just a pure flip?
You know what floor is in gymnastics?
The
Like,
floor.
Yeah, like where they run and do the flips and stuff.
Oh yeah.
You can do standing flips or running flips, and all of them I would just stop. So I would like kind of hesitate like as I went, and I couldn't do it. And then I would get it back and lose it again, and that was really hard. But then I started to have panic attacks because my coaches would be like, "Just do it," because that would work for. Oh wow, that's a lot different.
What did you do?
I adjusted her mic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it would work. It would work for all the other girls, like the punishment thing. Like, oh, if you don't do it, you have 50 burpees.
What's a burpee?
Are you fucking kidding me?
No,
have you never?
You know, it's the thing where you jump up and then like go
This
down.
is the
into a
John
push-up,
doesn't
like,
know shit podcast.
Well, yeah, I never did any team sports, so I was never
What
forced
is
into.
tumbling? What is cheerleading? What is a burpee?
No, I know what cheerleading. I just
What
didn't know
are
what.
podcasts?
What are podcasts?
What is this? Where am I? Why is this here?
Is this America?
Is this America? Am I on Earth?
Am I on Earth?
Is this the afterlife?
I don't know.
Okay, Emma. So now that I know what tumbling is, because I just didn't know what it was.
So basically, like I would go to do a flip, and like the running part where you run into it, I couldn't go past the running. Like I couldn't get myself to do it, even though when someone was standing there, like spotting me, which is like when you help them do the flip while they're learning, I could do it basically on my own because they were standing there. But if the second my coach left, couldn't do it, and I started.
Could you get a bit closer to the mic?
Hello.
Oh, it's way too loud. No, just bring your mic a little closer. Yeah.
I'm scared.
Okay, you're good.
Hello.
Yeah.
And basically, then I started having panic attacks then, and then people would call me crazy, and then I thought I was crazy, and it got worse in high school, like because then I developed some seasonal depression, so anxiety.
What is?
Seasonal?
So yeah, that's seasonal. Like,
It's basically because.
would you get it during the summer and like it would leave during winter?
It would
No,
leave during the
that's
winter.
like it's winter. It's because the lack of vitamin D, you get from the sun. It's legit. And
Thing.
yes, it is.
Well, I mean,
Is it?
It's
she's
very
saying
common.
it, so it
It's
must be true.
Also called seasonal affective disorder, and it's so in the winter, like it's just like everyone's like, why are you so late all the time, and why aren't you in class, and like because I like
Yeah, that's why I wonder during
I
Spanish.
just
Like,
feel like down or like, and it's hard, and I feel like uncomfy talking about it because I feel like everyone in Berlin, like a lot of my friends, try to portray this like perfect image, and their only problems is like, oh, I want a boyfriend, but like it's real. Like
and
it sucks.
you
It's
you
hard.
have that problem where you somehow have this perfect image through social media and maybe through TikTok. I don't know.
Not if
I don't see your TikToks.
We need to talk about that.
Hold
Oh,
on, we'll
God.
get that in a second. And now when people get to know you, they're like, oh, she's crazy. I'm just gonna stay away from her or something like that. Has that ever happened or
Well,
like?
that's my anxiety. That's how my anxiety thinks. Like I'm like people like
Don't like
that.
you.
Well, but really, some people just more look at it like, what the fuck was that? And then they'll be like, are you okay? But my real friends, like, they just kind of know how it goes. Like, it's just yeah.
Okay. Moving on to your TikTok.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's get
God.
to TikToks.
This is the shit I want to hear.
Yeah.
What do you
the
do?
Fuck. Do you do on TikTok?
Honestly, I want people to know. They probably think I'm super corny for it, but I want people to know, like, it's a joke. I started as a joke because I thought it'd be funny because I
So did I. And you
Yeah.
know what happened? I have 1 million followers on TikTok.
You do?
That
No,
is
I wish I
literally-
did.
That is
I feel
90%
like I
of
would have
people.
seen you. But I post too much on my Snapchat story. So I was like, I need somewhere else where I can, like, lip sync.
Are you one
And
of
then-
those people who post like everything on Snapchat?
I will admit that is Snapchat to everyone, including you, and I'm sorry to say this. Snapchat is not a place to lip sync.
Yeah.
That is
Thank
the
you.
last
Thank
thing.
you. Wait,
That's
people
the
I
watch
know
last
lip
place
people
sync?
I
wouldn't
wanna see
appreciate it. On my Snapchat,
Oh my God.
I would, like, lip sync
Emma,
songs.
explain yourself, please.
Explaining myself, I would do my makeup and I would be feeling myself and I'd post it. And sometimes I do here and there if I'm really feeling myself. But I tried it on TikTok and I was like, okay, well, this isn't working either. So I just started talking on my TikToks. Or like, on TikTok, you use these sounds. So if someone makes a video, you can use the sound from their video and like kind of make a...
Love me,
Yeah.
me.
Love
Say
me.
that you love me. Hold
Yeah.
me, hold me. I love that song.
And yeah, basically, so it just...
And you've
I don't really...
blown up.
I don't try, though. Yes. 30,
I'm afraid to say it, but I think you may be a social media star.
I'm
You
not.
are a social media star. You're a small one.
It's really, yes, I guess
But,
small, but...
Are you
there's-
planning? You're going to school, right? You're going to school after this
Yeah, I'm going to Southern this weekend, and after that, I think I might know. Like,
for
whether or not I
for
really-
pharmaceuticals, right?
What?
Pharmaceuticals. What are you going for?
No. How'd you know that? That's what I used to want to do.
No, I think
because you probably talked.
yeah,
about
you've
it.
talked about it to everyone.
That's what I used to want to do, and then I think last year I tried to just I decided I want to do something in psychology.
Oh, you want to do something in psych?
Yeah, I'm gonna major in psychology. I want to be a psychiatrist, but there's so many fields that if that doesn't
Can you
fit
be a
me,
psychiatrist if you have like? I'm not even trying to be like.
Mean.
Is that like my brother?
I don't
no,
get offended easily.
No. So no. It's not okay. So my brother is colorblind, right?
Yeah.
He literally cannot be a pilot. He cannot be an electrician, and there's a few other jobs he can't do. We could do that.
Well, that's crazy.
Okay.
I think that registered on the mic.
Registered on the mic a little bit. No, so he can't do a lot of things because it would impact his job. Obviously, if he fucking fucks up a wire, it could mean the difference between a building going up in flames or it working perfectly fine.
Yeah.
I feel like if you have anxiety, shouldn't you not become a psychiatrist because you can also trigger other people's anxiety because of it, by talking about it?
That was actually like a good way to word it, but if I'm a psychiatrist, I'm not
You wouldn't
talking about
know.
myself.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I will always like make sure. This applies to life in general, whether you have like a mental
Disorder
thing,
or not.
Like,
disorder is like before you go giving people advice, you should make sure you're okay enough to give the advice.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
like, even though I can't say that I do that perfectly now, like I only give advice on things that I try and have under control.
Or that
So
you understand at least.
It's funny.
Yeah, and
'cause-
like I go to therapy, and for people who've never been to therapy, I want to make a disclaimer. It is not like you think at all. You sit there and you could talk about whatever you want. My therapist, Lakeisha, is really cool. Shout out to Lakeisha. And she's so cool. She just listens. I could talk about something as stupid as like, oh, I was on a podcast, or, I've been having a hard time with this. It's not like this it doesn't have to be this super deep emotional thing. And like,
What?
I think I could perfectly, like, I think having been through like anxiety and stuff will make me
better equipped to do it.
Yeah.
because then
you know
I
what-
won't
No.
say anything that triggers them
You have
because
a
I know
first-person
what is
No,
experience.
triggering.
Emma
Yeah.
will be able to understand better these people, and so she'll be able to comprehend, maybe know what they need.
Because I'm Italian, and in my family, we have literally like family is everything in our family. Literally, like even our family could fucking kill someone, and we would all stick by them.
Hey,
Are you in the
can you say
mafia?
that?
No, we're not in the fucking mafia. That's besides.
You sure?
I'm 100%.
What are
gonna
you
ask
talking
Christine.
about?
Okay,
You're in the
we
mafia.
would
I'm
probably
asking
be
Christine.
we would probably be very, very disappointed in him or her, whoever. But my point here is that we stick together. But we're also pieces of shit to each other.
Oh,
we are.
Oh,
We constantly make fun of each other. And it's all
Matt's
it's-
fat.
Yeah, exactly. Like literally,
Matt's fat.
my family makes fun of me for being
Matt's fat.
all
Matt's
the time.
fat.
I call my cousin Hunter's a brick because he got a scholarship only for playing sports, and that's all he can do.
Hey.
like that. Here's the thing: we're very mean to each other out of love, and that's just how it is.
Oh.
That's how
Okay.
it is. In
It's
our family.
tough love.
But my point here is that
I
it
wish I
can't.
had that. I'm a wimp.
Yeah. Nah. So I wasn't gonna say it.
I get no emotional support whatsoever.
Yeah, no. So literally though, I've built up a very thick skin because most of the time I realize things aren't always completely
Fine.
aimed at you. Everything like you can
I think my life changed a lot when I realized that. I used to like kind of victimize myself and feel like the world
Whoa.
was out to get me, people were out to get me, and like it was like poor me.
Yeah.
But when you start looking at things like it's not always targeted at you, it's not everything so personal, you do so much better.
I literally think about it the way I think about it as like whenever I feel like that, I think of how I think of other people. And what I mean by that is sometimes everyone has the feeling of these people, everyone's out to get me, and that like none of these
It's
people
terrible.
care, and it's a horrible feeling. But then I think about it for a second. Me, am I always out to get one specific person? No.
No.
Half the time I could give a shit about even some of my
Yeah,
closest
no one really
friends.
cares
Like, I don't
about
even-
each other's lives. No one really
even
cares.
had my own tea in like since freshman year until
I don't think
now. So
I don't think I actually fucking think about my friends unless I'm thinking about a fucking memory or I'm with them. Like
What if you're
Yeah,
like, hey,
same.
should I check up on this person? You don't do that?
Oh, I mean, sometimes I do that. But
If,
like,
if a person have been like, if a person has been MIA for a while, then
AMI.
yeah,
if someone's
you
been
gotta check up on
MIA
them.
for a while, or I know they're going through a tough time, yeah, I'll check up on them. But like, I'm never like, hey, and it might just be because I'm a guy, because I know girls talk to each other way more. But like,
I don't talk to
will,
anyone.
I will never call my fucking friends and be like, hey, how's it going right now? What you up to? Like, what you doing?
Yeah, whenever I call you, Matt, I never call you for just because I want to. I call you for cooking.
You
It's
always
kinda like-
you always call me for a reason.
You remember in middle school when everyone just got phones, so they texted to text like, "Hey, what are you
Holy
doing? Nothing much.
shit.
You, nothing much." Oh
that
my
was
god.
the cringiest
Yeah.
year. Can we talk about how fucking bad middle school is? Middle school is probably
Middle
the
school's
worst
the
fucking
worst.
time of your fucking life.
I was ugly.
Well, we were introduced to
I
the
still-
internet. We're the first generation to be born on the internet, literally.
Oh, if you
That is
like,
true.
if I could find all my old social media from when I was in middle school, it was like disgusting.
I would die.
Vine,
I'd gag.
I
Vine.
would die.
My vines were.
You had
disgusting.
Vines? You had Vines?
Yeah,
I never had a Vine.
I never had a Vine.
like, what?
I'm a little sad because I
What?
never got to experience it, and I love Vines.
And just watch the how do you say it?
Compilations? Yeah.
Online.
They live on YouTube now, yeah.
And it also brought the evil of the actual creators to YouTube. But
Yes.
that's a whole other thing.
Never knew Logan would be a psychopath, huh?
That's fucked.
Yeah,
Like
that's-
everything in that entire.
Oh yeah.
There's two fucking people from Vine who have somehow, like, the big creators who have kept their like sanity and have gone on to do good things. And it's one of them. I don't even know the name of him. It's that fucking dude who he used to make those like really clever camera videos where like it looked like magic, but like it was just clever cuts with the camera.
That guy was cringy. I don't
I
want
don't
to.
like those.
I love.
I hate
you
him.
know who the
They're so
worst one
clean.
is?
Yeah, but he didn't do anything wrong.
You know what the
Yeah.
worst
He
thing
didn't go
to
to
come
a
from?
fucking suicide forest and.
Yeah. You know what the worst one is besides like Logan Paul?
Go.
Lele Pons.
Oh,
I think Lily Pons is not funny.
She's not funny.
She's not funny.
She's not
She
funny
just
at all.
like does like I think if I was like 3, I would think she's funny.
If
Yeah,
you're- no.
She just makes weird faces.
my 3-year-old cousins are funnier than her, which is sad.
Yeah, but like,
Stop.
It's ASMR.
I like ASMR, but like, don't.
Yeah.
No, because I know.
I don't even like ASMR. It doesn't do anything for me.
It fucking
it
triggers me
triggers
so
me.
bad.
Yeah, it works. It works me to sleep.
I have literally fucking.
it's
like,
ASMR podcast that put me to sleep.
I don't listen to it often, but back in like early 9th grade, when I figured out what it was, it was kind of like a treat because the fucking thing is
It's like wanking.
That's a little fucked
Oh.
up.
No. That's basically what it was for you, right? It was a little treat, right?
No, like okay. So the way everyone
go.
every podcast person says, "Oh, you get the tingles," and like
I don't get the
Most people
tingles.
don't. Yeah, you don't know what the fuck that is, do you? It is
I get the
literally.
ting, you know?
It's me.
Oh, I like the one where she eats a pickle and she's like,
Please.
ew, I didn't like that. I don't like
You
it.
guys, wait, you guys want peanut butter, chocolate peanut butter? I got some in my bag.
Stop.
Oh, okay, fuck that. No, it's like imagine like pins and needles, but like the good part of pins and needles, if you know what I'm talking about, like all over your head and down your spine. That's
Are
what
you
that is.
serious?
Yeah, that's
I'm
how
so
it feels,
jealous.
yeah.
I wish the only time I
So,
can
like,
get that is, you know,
that nice-
the thing where people do spiders crawling up your back.
That's-
No,
no,
I
no,
can't do
that's
that one.
literally it.
That's
That-
that-
The
I can't do
chills?
that one.
The chills.
Yeah.
But it's
The
like
chill ones.
it's the good part of the chills. The ones that don't make you shake, it's the ones that just make you go like,
Okay.
Yeah, dude, they put you in a mode, dude. They put you to sleep. They put me to sleep.
in a mode,
They put me in a sleeping mode.
in a sleeping mode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, man,
That shit will put you to sleep.
dude. No,
I
yeah.
watch pimple popping videos. to fall
Fuck
asleep.
you.
Oh,
Fuck you
Yeah,
immediately.
we can talk about that.
Fuck that.
I
No,
love pimple
that shit's
popping videos.
gross.
Yes, thank
It's
you, Dr.
good.
That is
They're
gross
good. Dr.
as
Pimple Popper, yeah.
fuck.
But I only watch them on Snapchat when they're on. I don't really look her up.
No.
I started watching her on YouTube before she got really, really famous, and I just watched the repeated ones.
I
don't like the ones where they like go in the scalp though, because then it's like hair and stuff.
Yeah,
instead of,
that
like,
one's
a
nasty.
clean
Those are
cut.
nasty.
no.
I don't like the lipomas. I like the blackheads and stuff.
The one that sticks to me is like this lady who had a horn on her head or something.
Yeah.
The,
She had a
the-
unicorn
the
horn.
fucking Middle Eastern horn tribe.
I don't know, but
What?
like I don't.
There's like a tribe in the Middle East mountains that fucking have naturally growing horns.
Really.
Yeah, it's fucking weird.
No, this lady grew a natural
used to-
horn to her head. It was like made of keratin and stuff like that.
This sounds like really. This is so gross. This is probably one of the grossest things about me. But I also watch like foot videos.
Oh,
wait,
fuck.
what? What is it?
Okay, so
Emma.
do you know what corns are?
Corns?
What
They're
the
so-
fuck are
okay.
corns?
So
What the fuck are corns? Yeah.
yeah, so basically it's like, you know how you get a callus on your toe, like the bottom of your like feet are rough.
Wait, I'll be right back. You guys can keep
Okay, go.
Okay, so you know how you get a callus on the bottom of your toe, or like that, you know, like that part of your foot.
Yeah.
It always gets rough. It's like that.
Wait, I need to do one test. John, I want you to turn down the mics right now and yell when I'm out here.
Okay, we're gonna turn on the mics right now.
In here and yelling at us.
Okay.
Why would a teacher come in here?
So we
So-
just yelled. We decided it was a good idea to yell right now.
Okay,
Why would
so
we yell? Miss
so-
Dumas opened
yeah.
this
no,
for
no, no.
us.
So the fucking reason we moved into here is because Rolf is getting mad because we yelled, and I.
No, you yelled.
I yelled.
You yelled more than I did.
Yeah. I
I'm
yelled.
normally pretty loud. I'm trying though.
Yeah, that's why we this room's for you guys basically.
It really.
It's a containment room.
But anyways, so it's like the buildup of the dead skin, and then it causes like pain because the dead skin gets pushed in, and all you have to do is take a scalpel, shave it off really clean, and it comes right out as this tiny little piece. It's not nasty, it's not moist, it's not. Sorry for the people that don't like that word. But then, so then my dad got a corn on his foot.
What the f-
No, and listen, you're
What
supposed
did
to
you
you're
do?
supposed to have like a medical.
What did you do, Emma? You little freak.
You're supposed to have a medical degree to take it off, but I took it off like just as good. Never came back. Thank you. I could be a podiatrist.
Wow. That's.
I don't think I don't
No
find
offense,
I
Emma.
don't find
If I didn't hear that, I'd be perfectly fine in my life.
I don't find feet
You know
gross
what?
at all.
I do. I do.
I know people who
Do
don't
you,
even
Matt?
like,
Feet don't bother me, but
like that is too much.
but that's too much.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
fucking
That's
touch-
pretty weird.
People touch it. Like, I don't mind people touching my feet. I don't think I mind touching other people's feet.
I-
As soon as it gets up close and personal or in any other capacity, other
Near
than
my
just-
mouth. Near the mouth.
Literally, if it's above my waist, fuck no.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Above your waist.
If it's okay, a foot, barefoot on the fucking ground.
Oh, you're saying if it like comes like
If it gets
If it comes
anywhere closer to my face, then at
Matt,
least a
look.
foot. Fuck that. No, you have shoes on. That's
Oh,
fine.
okay.
oh,
Word.
and my feet are nasty.
My feet is probably.
Cochino.
We're not talking about feet. This is not happening.
Yeah. Okay. We can find.
We're getting out of this one.
All right. Yeah.
These chairs for my butt.
Yeah. I think we might need to switch the chairs out.
You got the padding. It's okay.
Usually, yeah.
Thank you.
Right now, I'm leaning on a chair.
I mean, I have the padding too. Don't worry about
Yeah,
it.
but it's like
Wait, do I have
my
the padding?
pelvic bone is like pressing into this chair because it's
Nah, my fat ass fucking keeps me high and dry.
high and dry.
High and dry.
High and dry. Anyway, do you guys want to end it? We're like we're at 45 minutes.
I don't know how the hell this shit goes.
It's about time.
It's about time. Okay. So this is the Mint Podcast with your host John Fabian,
Matt.
Matt Jutras, and with our guest Emma. I think Emma revealed a lot today.
Emma, you got any closing statements?
Yeah. You want to plug yourself or something?
Do I want to what?
Plug yourself.
Oh, you can follow me on Instagram at emma.arroyo, ARROYO. Don't look at my TikTok, please. Please just don't.
Everyone look up her TikTok right now.
No.
What's your TikTok?
Emma Arroyo 106. Like my birthday.
Nice.
I'm going
And
to
then
see it.
I have to say it's like
I haven't
my
downloaded
Twitter's
TikTok
not that good. Yeah.
Okay. You can follow me at Tan Cressida. It's literally
don't know what the hell that means.
period CRESSIDA.
You can follow me at CBT Lover 101 at
I'm looking that up right now, and oh my god, that is not what I came here for. Okay, this is the Mint Podcast. This is the Mint Podcast.
CBT.
All right, this is the Mint Podcast with your host John Fabian, Matt Jutras, with our guest Emma Arroyo. Emma, thank you for being here today.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye. That's
Matt.
fucking tea.